In Commitment 2026, we're hearing directly from Mainers who are processing the latest scandal to rock Graham Platner's Senate campaign.
Accusations that he was sexting other women while married. Nora Hogan brings us local reaction.
With early and absentee voting already well underway in Maine, we spent an hour in downtown Portland trying to talk to voters. Most people did not want to speak to us, but those who did were in agreement.
That's not breaking news for any politician, to tell you the truth.
I couldn't care less, honestly.
I mean, look at our president and his track record of things that he's tweeted online or what he's said about women.
At this point, I don't think anything would shock anyone. After JFK, after Clinton, after Trump, there's been bipartisan sex scandals of all kinds.
Over the weekend, the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times reported that Graham Platner's wife, Amy Gertner, reached out to the campaign team last summer to tell them about Platner's sexual text messages with several women due to concerns that it could be an issue during his campaign. Platner's team has since acknowledged the existence of those texts.
It's no surprise to me that the establishment media outlets are just going to run gossip instead of wanting to talk about the things that actually matter in this race.
At the time, Gertner raised the issue with former campaign staffer Genevieve McDonald, who left the campaign last year.
I don't want a perfect marriage. I want my marriage, and I want to be married to Graham.
The voters we talked to said it won't be changing their opinion of him.
The fact that he might have been sexting some people isn't indicative of how I think he would be representing me.
Some say it's a distraction.
I don't think that the DNC supported him from the beginning, and I think it's just kind of more dirty tricks.
While others say it's fair game.
You hit your opponent where he or she is the weakest. It's not always something personal.
Meanwhile, some establishment Democrats like New Jersey Senator Cory Booker are starting to express some concerns about Platner's electability. In Portland, I'm Nora Hogan for Commitment 2026.